What's going on, guys? Everybody's getting all excited about the new King is back, OG Talion. Well, I just want to show you and remind you how badass the old one was. There she is back there. That's my Talion. We're going to get it out over here at the TQL parking lot and just let it rip, man. There's hardly anybody here. They've got nice blacktop asphalt here to kind of run on. So yeah, I'm just going to show you why so many people like this truck and have been waiting so long for the next iteration. Now, this is the 8 scale one. The new one, I think, is a 7 scale. I think they stretched the chassis a little bit. So it's a little bit different, but yeah, let me show you why this thing is such a badass. All right, so I'm going to keep the talking down to a minimum. It's kind of windy today. Weather's kind of turned a little bit colder or whatever here for a few days. You know, I live in Cincinnati, so you know, we're kind of used to the up and down garbage that we get. So let me show you what I got here, and I'll break in from time to time, but I'll try to keep it, you know, kind of down, because I know the mic is not going to do very well out here. I have a plug-in mic that I brought with me that usually filters out a lot of wind noise and stuff. It's getting windy again. But I've tested it here, and it's just as windy as putting my hand over the side of the phone here. I can't really do anything about the Osmo on top of my head, so I don't know. I'm just going to try to keep it down to a minimum, and hopefully it turns out pretty decent, because I don't really have something to combat this much wind. So here's where we're at. I'll show you that first. All right, so here's the parking lot. Got a huge parking lot to run in here. We do have the expressway right over here, so I'm sure that helps with the wind as well too. But as you can see, with the American flag flying there, we got quite a bit of wind going on here today. Tree flowing pretty good right there. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to run it all around the parking lot here and just kind of show you guys why I like this truck so much, and why so many other people, I would assume, like it just as well. So yeah, man, with all the wind and everything going on here, I do apologize, like I said, but I wanted to get this thing out. This is when I had time, and I wanted to kind of show everybody the original OG Talion. Everybody's all crazy about the new one. This is the original one, man. It's a beast of a truck. If you can find one, you'll definitely not be dissatisfied. It's an amazing, amazing toy. It does 70 mile an hour out of the box. I think it comes with a 13 tooth pinion. It'll get you about 55 or so. You switch it over to the, I'm gonna say 20 tooth. I can't remember what they come with. It's somewhere in that neighborhood. That gets you up to a 70 mile an hour on surfaces like this. Now off-road, I've gotten 65, 66, somewhere in that neighborhood. Yeah, this thing is just an absolute beast. My favorite. I get it out all the time. I don't always film it, but it's one that I love to get out and just go to town on, especially when I'm at a place like this where I've got a lot of open room to just open it up. Kind of the same way with my infraction, but the infraction, it suffers where it's just, you know, basically an on-road vehicle. This is more of a, I mean, you could really take this thing pretty much anywhere. I've jumped it. I've done backflips with it. I've crashed it quite a bit. I've raced it. I've taken it to places like this, on-road, off-road. I mean, it's just, it's the best of both worlds, in my opinion. Now, some people might not agree with that, but whatever. It's the best of both worlds, in my opinion. Second best for armor for me, it's probably the Mojave 6S. Love that truck too. 4S, Mojave 4S, somewhere in that neighborhood as well. And then all my other trucks. Now these are the electric ones. I do have quite a bit of scales, I guess you would say, because I do like a lot of the gas and nitro and all that kind of stuff too. And I do like the Traxxas vehicles too, but I've always been these kind of vehicle kind of guy. I like the truggies. I like the short course trucks and things like that. They've always been a favorite of mine. So I'm just going to go this way here for right now. Kind of try to stay away from the wind as much as possible. Now this truck is rated at 70 mile an hour. That's what it comes out of the box. I think you have 2 pinions. I think the one installed is a 13 tooth, and then they give you like a 20 tooth or something. This thing is wicked fast. It's low to the ground. It's great for racing. Yeah, man. Now you see how you could take turns with it really fast? That's one thing I absolutely love about this. Now, bring the truck over here real quick. These are the guitars that it comes with, and they're pretty good on a surface like this, but they're really good on dirt off-road. I used to race this truck quite a bit, and I used to race it on backyard tracks. I have it slung down pretty low, a little bit lower than it normally comes. And this thing is an absolute animal. It'll hang with low C8s and a whole bunch of other ones that are really good on the track. Now you'll notice this thing will wheelie too. You got to be careful with it. And like I said, this is the BLX 185 system in there, which they don't make them anymore. This system I think is absolutely awesome. I'm sure that the Spectrum system is good as well, but I really wanted to keep this one here. It's the only one that I have that has that system left in it. And you got to be careful on the throttle, because if you don't, you'll definitely flip this thing. Get it lined up over here. I'm gonna try to get a crosswind kind of pass, so I'm not picking up so much air, or at least I hope. Kind of get a nice, decent, long rip out of it if I can. Now it's kind of challenging with this truck, and again, I apologize about the wind. I'm trying to keep my head in a certain direction where it's not picking up as much wind. So anyway, let's show you what this thing can do at a full speed long rip. Here we go. I'll wind into it a little bit. Yeah, man. Absolute animal. When they say this thing can do 70 mile an hour, I definitely know that it can do 70 plus. I've had mine up to about 72. Alright, so we're gonna not go from a rolling start. Try to let the wind die down a little bit. You look at the flag over there, it's kind of a little bit lighter, so let's go ahead and rip it. Kind of ease into it, get some speed going, and then unleash. But see, as soon as you unleash, man, you got to really start getting ready to get off that throttle, because there's all kinds of obstacles around here that you will definitely run into. Now, another thing that should be said is this radio. This is a tactic radio. It's one of my favorites. It's the TX3000 or TTX300. This thing has incredible range. I could go from here all the way down to them cars down there, probably without losing any kind of range. Now it's open, you know, so obviously if you got things in your way or whatever, that'll affect it. But these radios are absolutely amazing, and it's a shame that they don't put them with their trucks anymore, because I think they're awesome. So what we're doing now is we're just kind of letting the wind die down a little bit more, and then I'm gonna make another high-speed pass here. I'm gonna kind of roll into it a little bit, get about halfway through here, and then I'm just gonna punch it. But as soon as I get up there to that little hump right there, that's probably when I'm gonna have to let it go, because it's gonna be screaming at that point. But looks like the wind's starting to die down a little bit now, so let's get on it. So we're about quarter throttle right there, half, full beam. And there, let off of it right there. I mean, this thing is just an absolute animal, guys. It does great on-road, it does great off-road. It's what you would call a speed truggy. You could put all kinds of different tires on here. You could put a different body on here if you wanted. I mean, there's a lot of different things you can do with it. I like the tire sound on this type of pavement. And again, I apologize, the wind is terrible here. So I'm gonna shut my yapping up here and just kind of get on it. You can definitely put some street tires or something on here and make it slide a lot better, but see how I kind of turn like that right there, and you could really get it to rock around pretty quick. Now, I've not tuned my diffs or anything like that. I don't have anything special in here. I really wanted to go back to the original on this car, at least as close to the original as I could get. I'm still rocking the original body because I like the way this thing is set up from the factory. This is one of Arrma's best, in my opinion, one of Arrma's best trucks that they have ever made. This, the Mojave, Creighton's pretty good too, but I've always liked those right there. The Mojave and this one here. This is the Talion. This is, I think, version, I'll call it version 2 because I can't remember if it's version 1 or not. Now, I broke a few things like the rear wing mounts. Those are kind of weak, just like with all Arrma vehicles of this era. They're all kind of weak. I've had to do some pillow ball work, but basically it was just cleaning and putting newer parts of the same model on there. Nothing's been upgraded as far as that goes. I'll let you take a look at it here in just a minute. We'll run it a few more times here up here, and then we'll get it back to the truck, take the body off here, and I'll kind of show you a little bit about it. This is one thing that a lot of people underestimate this truck about. So you see how it's very low slung? And it's set up like a truggy. But if you get on this thing, you can definitely wheelie. Doesn't take very much. Even from a dead stop. You got to be careful though, because it does have quite a bit of power. See how you can get it to kind of skate around and hop and stuff? I really like that because it gives me a lot of control when I'm trying to race or bash around, anything I'm trying to do. I can make this thing dance and do pretty much whatever I want if I was a better driver. Sometimes I just get kind of carried away though. Kind of get us out of the wind here a little bit too. Now I did have to put these body pin savers on here because you will definitely lose body pins on this truck. So, original body, as you can tell. It's all beat to hell and back, but it's still in pretty decent shape actually. I do need to change out the mounts for the body. These are ground down pretty good because, you know, I kind of end up on the top an awful lot. I am running a HRB 50C 6S pack, and this is the XT60s. I've got the little I don't know, splicer thing that it comes with here if you just want to run one battery, and I'm running EC5 connector, which I know is not the best for that, so it does rob a little bit of power there, but not much. It's not going to affect it that much. This center brace here is something that I put in myself. I don't remember if they came with that or if it's something that I just added. I don't know. This is a Spectrum motor, 2050 kV. I did have to replace this motor because the old BLX motor I had burnt up, and I was not able to find a replacement for it because they don't make them anymore. But this still is the BLX 185 ESC. Thing runs great. It's got a lot of life left in it, I think. I'm running a DS3235 servo. I think it's a 20 kilogram servo. My servo in here did originally die, and that's the one I replaced it with. Just a cheapie from Amazon. One thing that these trucks have that a lot of trucks don't have anymore is this is your balance lead protector. So basically you put your balance lead in here, just kind of tuck it away and tuck the wires in there, wiggle it down there, put this little strap thing over top of there, and it never moves. Very easy, very good, very thoughtful wire management for a battery. I really like that. This is my favorite Arrma truck, period, hands down. My second favorite is the Mojave series. I love the 6S series as well as the 4S. I do want to get the Groms, but I just haven't gotten around there to get those yet. Yeah, this is an amazing truck. Always has been, probably always will be my favorite. So yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a quick little look at, you know, what I have, the original. I'd love to have a new one, but honestly guys, I've got 60 something cars at this point. I mean, I don't really sell a lot of my old cars. I have a lot of them sitting on shelves. I get them out and play with them, this and that. You know, if you take care of your cars, they will last a good long time. I have quite a few batteries, crawlers, you know, truggies, short course trucks, gas, nitro. I have all kinds of different cars. What do you guys think, man? This is the original. In my opinion, it'll always be the OG, and it's just one hell of a badass machine. Absolutely love it, and 100%, if I find another one like this and I've got the money, I'll buy one just to put it on the shelf because it is that good to me. Absolutely love this platform. It's amazing. What do you guys think? What's your opinions?
Work all day, most of the night, little time.